King Jack, what's going on, everybody? Today, I want to talk to you guys about the mass shootings that's been going on in the United States. To the best of my knowledge, I think there has been a total of 17, which is 17 too many. I think the United States is so busy trying to kill each other, we're failing to realize that we have bigger problems with the world. At least my opinion on it. I want to talk about the most recent mass shootings that were taking place in Dayton, Ohio, and I think it was El Paso, Texas. Starting with El Paso, Texas, that was terrifying. There was an assailant who literally just opened fired in a Walmart. Like that's horrible. Like to conjure the idea of massively slaughtering innocent people, people who've done nothing to you, for shits and gills, seems like I don't get it. Like, to unnecessarily and just amorally end lives the way that these people are doing, like, it's disgusting, really. These people need to die, at least in my opinion. To just end lives the way they did. I believe, I can't remember how many people who actually died in that shooting specifically, but I want to say it was around maybe 20 people who were, like, hurt during the assault. To just open fire on Walmart like that, like, they should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. And these people, I think they need a chair. I think at that point, psychologically, there's no coming back from that. I mean, look at fictional characters, for example. I know it's fiction, but just humor me for a second. I want to use Joker. Joker has no problem whatsoever killing someone for shits and giggles. No problem. Clearly, Joker is no longer there. And I believe that if Batman was to realize it, he would, just push for the execution of Joker instead of trying to have him rehabilitated. I feel the same way for the mass shootings. Like, mass shooting is defined as the I think it's the assault of three or more people, and it was like in the tens and twenties for the El Paso, Texas incident and the Dayton, Ohio incident. I'm not too familiar with the shooting in Dayton, Ohio, but ultimately it was a mass shooting. You know, numerous people hurt, numerous people died, and my condolences to the people who were, you know, murdered. And if there was a silver lining in anything, I believe it was the man who managed to try and save children. I think it was like some guy who was in the army. I salute to him. Like, this needs to stop. I believe the judicial system is failing. When I say that, they're not necessarily dishing out the correct punishments, at least in my opinion. And they're giving, the bigger criminals nowadays, the ones that are more psychotic, as these shootings have shown, they're actually getting opportunities to actually get off. Like, if you committed a mass shooting, like, yo, there's no bond. There shouldn't be a bond. And if there's a bond, like, it should be an insane amount that nobody can get. Ain't no 10% of it, ain't no 5% of it, ain't no 3% of it. No, like, no bond, just you do life or you get executed. I think if the judicial system was to actually, exercise more of the death row sentences, then we would actually have lesser crime because no one's trying to do life well, people are starting to do life like it's nothing now, but no one's trying to get the chair. No one's trying to get the lethal injection. Or in older days, they would have the not victim, the criminal tied to some type of stick, and I can't remember the term for it. It was basically like they would line up like the officers, and then they would execute them with gunfire. I can't think of the term of it. Forgive me. Um, but ultimately, this has to stop. The only way this is gonna stop, at least in my opinion now, is if the judicial system actually starts executing their death sentences. This is my opinion. People don't value other people's lives, and they're killing them on a mass scale. They got to go. Life is hard enough as it is. We don't need someone else trying to take our heads off. Nah, nah. My opinion, nah. But like I said, the judicial system is failing. Hopefully, they get that together. If you can give someone life over weed, they need to give the lethal injection to someone in mass shootings, manslaughter, whatever you want to call it. A murder is a murder, but no, they got to go. These people, they got to go. Unnecessary violence is never good. Never. But my condolences and my best wishes to the families of the wounded and the families of the ones who were murdered. I hope justice does come for the innocent ones, and best wishes to them all together. This is King Jack, and I'm out of here.